Alright, good evening, watchers. I'm Batman. I'm Vengeance. And tonight I've just watched the Batman Inglorious 4K course. I watched this tonight. And this film was good, really good. So anyway, so let's just get the plot out of the way first. How much it made at the box office. And okay, so 2022 mover, directed by. So scroll all the way down to the. Starring Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, Jeffrey Wright, John Turturro, Peter Sarsgaard, Andy Serkis, Colin Farrell. He is great as a penguin, by the way. He's great. I was sitting there going, that he looks completely different. He doesn't look recognisable at all. Sometimes when someone puts stuff on their face and you can still tell it's them. Him, oh my god, I was like sitting there, that does not look like Colin Farrell. He does a really good job. 126-minute mover, budget of 185, 200 million. They made a box office of 770.8 million. So that's a lot of money it made for it. It's quite an expensive movie though, but it still made money back, of course. So the plot is, before they do that, so directed by Matt Reeves. He does a really good job, by the way. He's a good director. Okay, so the story is, on Halloween, Gotham City Mayor Don Mitchell Jr. is murdered by the Riddler, a mass killer. Reclusive billionaire Bruce Wayne, who has operated for 2 years as the vigilante Batman, investigates the murder. Alongside the Gotham City Police Department, Lieutenant James Gordon discovers the message that Riddler left for Batman. The following night, the Riddler kills Commissioner Pete Savage and leaves another message for Batman. Batman and Gordon discovers that the Riddler left a thumb drive in Mitchell's car containing images of Mitchell with a woman, Anika Kostova, at the Iceberg Lounge, a nightclub operated by Oswald the Penguin Copperpot, crime boss Carmine Falcon's lieutenant. While the Falcon pleads ignorance, Batman notices that Selina Cal, Anita's roommate, works at the club as a waitress. When Anita disappears, Batman sends Selina back to the Iceberg Lounge for answers and discovers that Savage was Falcon's payroll as Savage was on Falcon's payroll as is District Attorney Gil Coulson. I won't read the whole lot because it's a long. It's a 3-hour movie. That's a bit of the story of this first part of the movie. So anyway, the Riddler. Actually, the Riddler looks quite different in this compared to the 60s Batman and the 1995 Batman movie and Batman Forever. Now he's just all covered up. Have you seen a film called The Hush? It kind of looks like, I think it looks a bit like that, The Hush. There's a bit of a twist through the characters of The Hush. And of course, there's a reason why he's doing what he's doing. It's got something to do with a certain thing right at the end. There's this. So anyway, this film was great. I think Robert Pattinson as Batman does a really good job on this. I think he does actually. I'm sitting there going, this actually guy does a good job as Bruce Wayne and Batman. I mean, I remember heard about when he was going to play the Batman and Bruce Wayne, whatever. And I'm sitting there going, the guy from Twilight. I've seen the Twilight movies. But it does a really good job. I admit I'm wrong about this guy. He's a really good actor. He's good in this. He's come a long way from the Twilight movie, because the Twilight, when you see him in this movie, he's good. Because I've been watching the trailer. I was, when you kind of watch the trailer, you think, is this film going to be good? I mean, the trailer was good, but sometimes the trailer could look good, but then the trailer could look better than the movie itself. It's not the case in this movie. This film's really good. And the woman who plays Selena, the Catwoman, of course. We don't really call her the Catwoman this. She does a good job. Actually, I quite liked her. Very much. I quite liked her in this movie. The guy who plays Commissioner Gordon. He does a good job. I don't. Is it Jeffrey Wright? He does a really good job as Commissioner Gordon. So yeah, because it says here the COVID pandemic caused 2 delays for its original release. I remember hearing that this film was not going to get released, and it was like, I don't know if they was doing. I think they kept on like going back doing cuts. See, that's what I read. They was doing adding more scenes. I don't know, something like that. The performance in this movie is great. I mean, like I said, I was going to be Pat Patterson. Robert Pattinson does a really good job as Batman. Because I remember hearing people like saying, "Oh, he wasn't doing all the exercise, and he still got muscle, but not like You watch the original 1989 Batman. I think he never looked muscular in that. Michael Keaton, but he does a great job as Batman and Bruce Wayne, and I think he does a really good job as. I was a bit skeptical when I heard about his films. I thought, ooh boy, but it does a really good job. I love the Batmobile, by the way. The Batman was freaking awesome. When you actually see it, and it starts like lighting up from the back and stuff. It was fantastic. And the car chase with the Penguin was freaking great. Love the Batmobile, by the way. It's fantastic. It's awesome, especially the chase and the way the explosions, the car goes flying through the explosion. It's fantastic. That scene was good. There's a lot of good scenes in this film, especially when Batman starts beating up the thugs and stuff, criminals and stuff. I think that's freaking great. There actually scenes you think, so why don't you just shoot Batman in his face? Because that's the most vulnerable part of his body, his face. Don't shoot his chest all the time. So yeah, it's a really good film, by the way. I mean, if you can stomach 3 hours of action and stuff, it's this film. Yeah, but the thing about this movie, though, right? He actually investigates too. It's like this crime, his murder and stuff, and he investigates, and he puts these like things in his eyes, these camera things, which is cool. You've seen a game called Arkham Asylum. It's kind of like that because there's parts where you actually see what's the name, Catwoman, or I'll just call her Catwoman. She's like Selena. He puts them in her eyes, and she goes into this club, and she's like scanning all the people there. You can actually see the names pop up. It's kind of like that. So there's a bit of Batman at Arkham Asylum there, which is freaking great. And she's got her own bike, of course. She's got her own whip. Yeah, the film was really good. I'm not sure what rating to give this film actually, because I really liked it. The guy who plays the Riddler does a really good job. He sets out a lot of riddles and questions and stuff, and Batman has to get the right answer. Trying to investigate. Trying to find out what these riddles are, which I liked. You got Andy Serkis as plays Alfred, of course. He does a really good job. I do like his performance in this. He's always good in everything. Andy Serkis is such a good actor. He can play anyone, really. The film's got some kind of like gritty moments, like Batman beat the crap out of criminals, literally laying into them. And of course, there's a bit of a scene with there's like a certain scene with a certain criminal in this. Like at the end of the film, I was like, interesting. I wonder if he's going to turn up in this one, in the next one, and the next Batman movie. I remember hearing about Ben Affleck was going to do his own movie, the Batman, and then he just hopped out. I think that might be the best choice because some of these DC films have been hit and miss. Some of them are like, okay, but I did like Batman v Superman. I did enjoy that one. I did like Man of Steel, but Batman v Superman was a good film, better than I expected. Really enjoyed it. I watched the extended version, 3-hour movie, which is good, but this was really good too. Quite an expensive movie to me, but I suppose you can see in the film the sets and the action scenes, the car. Good solid performances, by the way, by everyone. The girl who plays Catwoman, I liked her. She's great. So when she starts kicking ass and stuff. The guy who plays Riddler, fantastic. I think he does Robert Pattinson does a really good job. And of course, Colin Farrell does a fantastic job as. Honest to God, I want to know that was I knew it was Colin Farrell, but if I never knew it was him, and I watched the film, I wouldn't even know it was him. I was saying, who the hell's that? I'd be like, what? Because his voice is different, he looks completely different. Sometimes when you watch an actor, right, and they've got like makeup on or stuff on their face covered, like to play another character, it's them. Sometimes you can tell it's them. But yeah, in this it's completely different. So yeah, I thought the end part was good. The twist at the end, what the Riddler's agenda was, I thought was fantastic. I like the part where he saves these people by using a flare. I thought that scene was really good. So yeah, really good. The Batmobile was cool. So yeah, the last part was really good. Of course, there's no doubt going to be a sequel to this. So yeah, really good film. There's a lot to say about this one, 3-hour movie. So yeah, there's lots of. So yeah, so what I didn't like about it, there's nothing I disliked about this film. I really like them. So yeah, I can't really say anything I disliked about it. Maybe there's not enough action in it, I suppose. Just joking. Maybe just one villain. Oh, there's actually 2 villains. There's the Penguin and the Riddler and stuff. But yeah, no, that's fine. So enough really disliked about this film. What I liked about it, Robert Pattinson as Batman and Bruce Wayne does a really good job. Actually, all of them are great in this movie. I couldn't think of anyone that's weak. I couldn't think of anyone that's weak in this movie at all. I mean, the guy who plays the Penguin, Spawn. The guy who plays Colin Farrell's, the guy who plays Riddler, Spawn, and the woman who plays Catwoman, Spawn, and the guy who plays Batman, which is very important, Spawn. So yeah, so Matt Reeves does a really good job with this. So I'll give this film a, I don't know now. I'm trying to think. I really liked it. I'm going to give this film 4.5 out of 5 because I really liked it. I was going to give it a 4, but I thought, it's better than that, I think. So 4.5 out of 5 for the Batman. Robert Pattinson does a really good job. Like I said, they're all great in it. It's fantastic. None of them are weak. The acting's so good. The acting's so good in this film. It's really good. So, and the action scenes are fantastic too. The explosions and stuff, and So yeah, Batman's just kicking ass in this, and I really liked it. I love the outfit too. The outfit is pretty cool. So yeah, it kind of, I don't know why, it had that Daredevil feel to it. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just me. So yeah, so 4.5 out of 5 for the Batman. So any people, I'm gonna go off now. I hope you have a nice new year. I'm not celebrating. I'm just not. It's just one of those. It's just another year, and I didn't really, I would have been, but. No, I don't really celebrate freaking. Anyway, so any people, have a nice new year, have a nice day, have a nice week, take care of yourself, and enjoy my videos. And thank you for watching. I am vengeance. Thank you very much.